Hello, awesome Passport members. How you guys doing? I thought I'd show you I have a new technique now for creating panoramas. And I've never seen anyone do it quite like this. Maybe they do, I don't know. But I think it's vastly superior to just using Lightroom. By the way, here's my new assistant here, Tani. Say hello.
Hey team, how's it going?
What's going on? We're picking out some cool hotels and things to do in Japan coming up trip. Pretty exciting. Okay, so I took this photo today here in New Zealand. You can see the originals here. Okay, so these are the photos. I took it with this guy here, the Hasselblad X1D with a 45mm lens on it. Okay, and I was just being kind of lazy. I didn't want to put on the 30. I'm a lazy dude. What can I say? And I held it vertically, and I got, what is that, 7 shots across with quite a bit of overlap. Okay. Then what I did is that, of course, I pulled them into Lightroom here, and then I went into the develop module. Okay. What I used to do is I used to grab all 7 of these, right-click, and say photo merge to panorama. But I don't always like those results, especially if there's a bright area and a dark area, because you lose a lot of the recovery that you had in the highlights and in the dark one. Even though it's in the original photo, it's infuriating. I don't get why it's so bad. Anyway, so now what I do is I come in here and I make some adjustments. Okay, you can see I increased the contrast, a little bit of vibrance, pulled up the shadows a little bit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I want to make it look good. And then what I would do, okay, once I like those settings, I want those settings everywhere, all right? So I would do Command or Control click on all the others, and then I click sync, and then I'd sync up everything, okay? So it has all the same settings, all right? Then what I do is I right click and I say edit in, open as layers in Photoshop, okay? Which takes us over here to Photoshop. And you can see what I did here is I loaded them all in as layers, and then after I did that, I selected all of them and I lined them up, okay, with this one, edit auto align layers, okay, and it did this, right? And you kind of get this little stack effect. And then in order to get rid of that seam, okay, that unsightly seam, I simply right now I'm going to get rid of this seam, okay. This is really fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to make a mask. I'll click my brush. Make sure your brush is at 100%. And I make it pretty big, okay? And then I just paint right down the seam. The seam disappears and it merges in together nicely, all right? The reason, let me go do this on the next one. Command R, B. The reason you don't want it to be too small, because if your brush is too small, then you still see the seam, right? So I like to make it pretty big. You don't want to make it, if it's too big, then you'll see like a rip in the matrix. Oops, what's going on here? I kind of see how it messed up right there in the middle. So don't make it too big. Make it just about right. It's just about right. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Looking good. And this one, we're going to make another layer mask. It doesn't take long at all. And it just looks awesome, I think. Now, of course, I still got to crop it a little bit and all that jazz. That's easy. It's too easy. Too easy. Look at this. Color that in right there. Bam. Look at this. And then, of course, since it's a panorama, you just get ridiculous detail. I'm not even at 100% yet. Let's go to 100%. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, eh? Clubhouse Restaurant. By the way, if you ever come to Queenstown, this is taken at Jack's Point. It's a great spot because you get these really nice reflections. And now maybe you see why New Zealand is called home of the long white cloud. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. A quick little idea for you. And I hope it brings you great success. I got some more cropping and stuff to do, but I'll share the final photo, of course. Or maybe you've already seen it before you saw this video. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Love you. Thanks very much. And if you like this kind of stuff, be sure to suggest Passport to your friends. All right? One at a time. One at a time. Thank you, guys. Bye.